Tonight's Day in History is part of our We the People series happening all year long remembers one of the most famous works of literature ever written.
January 29th, 1845, Edgar Allan Poe's famous poem The Raven is published in the New York Evening Mirror. The poem contains 18 stanzas, each containing 6 lines. It's often regarded as the quintessential example of American Gothic literature.
The Raven begins once upon a midnight dreary, and it explores themes of grief, loss, and the torment of the human soul. Schools nationwide teach students about the poem due to its profound impact on literature and its ability to evoke deep emotions and thoughts.